Welcome to my life as an NPC. I am Scythe, and we are going into the first round of the Best Throuple in the AVN Tournament 2024. Before we get into the actual results, I want to apologize because I've been expecting too much with little research on my own. It was pointed out to me once the original seeding that not all of the games and Throuples that was mentioned in the initial voting are not actually Throuples. Some of them belong to harems and therefore are not necessarily the only two that you focus on. They are simply two in a bunch of people that you would like to get together with. And some of the Throuples mentioned are yet to be confirmed to be actual Throuples. That is on me, and I will do better for a future tournament if I do one in the future. I really do want to do it because it's a lot of fun and it brings the community closer to each other. In the initial voting to place out the different seeds, I managed to receive 142 votes in 22 hours. In this first round, however, I had to wait more than 48 hours in order to scrape by with 50 votes. And I do blame that long time on the fact that I did not know what I was doing. I am learning as we are going through all of this. But out of these 50 votes, we have learned one interesting thing. Not a single one of you, and this is not a negative thing, this is actually a positive thing, but not a single one of you had played all 15 of these games. Which means that there are so many games out there that no one so far have been able to play them all, out of the ones that have been voting at least. And we have so many games that it's simply not possible to play them all. There's a lot of games out there, and that means there are a lot of stories for us to explore and indulge in. So with that said, some of the battles in this tournament do not have as many votes as some of the others. But I did wait 48 hours to make sure that they got at least enough votes. So now let's get into the actual votes. With the first battle between Summer Scent with Even Cassie versus Cozy Cafe, Lucy and Victoria. With a total of 37 votes, 26 of those votes goes to Summer Scent, Eve and Cassie, and they will be the first throuple to move towards round 2 after being a dick, Josie and Maya. In our second battle we have Leap of Faith, Lexi and Holly versus Sandstorm, Rio and Nora. For a total of 45 votes, which is the highest number of votes we have so far, 37 of those went to Leap of Faith, Lexi and Holly. In our third battle we have yet again Leap of Faith, Kyra and Robin facing off against Becoming a Rockstar, Lisa and Jade. This battle did also receive 45 votes. I would assume that's because it's once again Leap of Faith. The same game, the same voters. And this might have been the tightest battle so far, with only 1 point difference. 23 votes goes to Becoming a Rockstar, Lisa and Jade. This is actually really interesting because if we look back on the first original standing between these two, we could see that Leap of Faith, Kyra and Robin received only 2 votes out of 142. And Becoming a Rockstar, Lisa and Jade did in fact receive 9 votes. So when you take all of the games together, they did not stand out all that much. But when you face them off against each other, they are really tight and equally loved. I was very worried actually that I would have to find some way to decide who's the winning party between the two of them if they did receive an equal amount of votes. But we can move away from that and go forward to the next battle, which is between Chasing Sunsets, Mallory and Amanda versus Come Home, Susie and Tammy. In this battle we received 44 votes and 36 of those votes goes to Chasing Sunsets, Mallory and Amanda. Moving forward we have Something to Write About the Author with Aoife and Lindy versus Acting Lessons, Melissa and Megan. For a total of 45 votes, this is one of those games where most people have played at least one of these games. And 26 of those votes goes to acting lessons, Melissa and Megan. Moving forward to our second to last battle, we have Light of My Life, Macy and Denise, facing off against Price of Power, Maria and Emily. This battle is our least popular games, with a total vote count of 29 votes. Does not mean that they are bad games in any sense, it simply means that these are not as popular. So maybe, if you feel like it, you can give those games a bit of a love yourself and play them in the future. That being said, out of those 29 votes, 20 went to Price of Power, Maria and Emily. And in our very last but not least battle, in the best throuple in the AVN 2024, we have Bear Witness, Heidi and Athena versus One Lie, Julia and Anne. And I will say that as well, I did write that incorrectly in the last battle, so maybe this is the reason, in which case I would like for you all to do a little vote in the comment section that I misrepresented this game. I called it One Line, which is very different from One Lie, which it might have skewed the votes completely. Please let me know if that is the case. Out of 42 votes total, 41 of them went to Bear Witness, Heidi and Athena. And with that said, we have the round 1 done and completed. We will now check who will be facing off against who in the second round. In the first battle we have Being a Dick, Maya and Josie versus Somerset, Eve and Cassie. In the second battle we have Leap of Faith, Lexi and Holly versus Becoming a Rockstar, Lisa and Jade. In the third battle we have Chasing Sunsets, Mallory and Amanda versus Acting Lessons, Megan and Melissa. And in the fourth and last battle we have Price of Power, Maria and Emily versus Bear Witness, Heidi and Athena. Please leave your votes in the form that I have attached in the description of this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you all for watching, and remember, just because you're not the main character, it does not mean you're not important. Goodbye everyone.